Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Holding Your Space. I'm Julie, and I'm here hanging out in the early morning with Terry, probably off in dreamland. She's feeling better in case anybody was worrying or wondering how she's doing. Let's see. Who's all here this morning? I love it. We've got good mornings to give to White Dragon. Hello, Paul. How are you? I hung the Michael up on the wall. I know I'm going to try to turn this so you can see. Have my little fireplace going, and there he is, right up there. And let's see. Good morning, Leah. Good morning, Sarah. Let's see. We've got Paul. Good morning. Meditation class. Ooh, that sounds wonderful. I've been meditating, sort of sideways, off to the periphery for a long time. But as we deepen our own spiritual growth and as we uh, venture into new things, it builds and it changes. And it's great to sit in with a new group. You're always going to learn something new. I love it. Good morning, Denise. Thank you for being here with us. I love it. Hope you're doing good, Sarah. Sarah, just hang in there. If you want, I'll put you on the list and make sure everybody let me know. Um, if you have anybody that needs to be on list, if there's a special concern or something going on in your life that you need a little help with to help carry you through, that would just be fantastic. Oh, you've got to pack up the cats and the inspectors are coming and well, that's a busy day. Well, okay, kitties, it's all for your own good. You'll have a nice place to live. I'm wearing my little kitty scarf today in honor of the kitties. Good morning, Teresa Ford. Lovely to see you here. Okay, I'm hitting the list, guys. Good morning, Miss Oil Painter, and your fabulousness. All right, I hope you're able to get everything you need to do done so you can feel fulfilled at the end of the day. Or feel fulfilled through the whole thing. Good morning, Carolina. Lovely to see you too. Loving you too, Diana. I always wish for you wonderful healing and happy days. And I really look forward to when your bees come back and we get to see all of your bee action. I love that too. Um, yes, I already put you on the list, Sarah. Michelle Krantz. Okay. Oh, well, let's get rid of that migraine. Turn the lights down. It's too bright in here. Okay, Michelle. A lot of people have been having earaches and headaches and, some things where you just want to shut your eyes. There might be some things that we don't want to see. I'm right there with you on that one. There's just too much going on. So, I'm hoping that we can calm ourselves and soothe ourselves and meditation, the best self-soother there is. When you're a little kid, they tell you don't suck your thumb, and all these little blankies and little precious things that we have to help ourselves calm when we're stressed and whatnot. So I'm into it. Little rocks. Oh yeah, little palm stones, something to hang on to. They're cooling when you pick them up, and you just never know what one is going to do the trick for you. And I hope you feel better. Michelle. Yeah, Terry's definitely feeling better. Oh, the drink of the new opportunities. And all this rest, people are having to take intermittent rest moments. Definitely allow the incoming because there's a lot of that. Well, we've got a lot of outgoing out in the world, and which is not, we got a new non-normal that our prayers and our meditations. Oh, let's do this. I've got this wonderful little gadget. I'm gonna have a 432 hertz going in the background to help sink in to our nervous systems and adjust. Hi, Kelly Bach. We would definitely have you on that list. I don't think we ever take you off of the list. I think we should always all be on the list. So anybody who comes and joins the meditation at a later time, energy, as so many people are talking about what energy is, what's frequency, what do we do with energy? What does energy do with itself out there running around in space and on Earth and everywhere? It's always moving and grooving, and we can't stop it. It's going to keep flowing. And I think that the energy that we build here is available for everyone that comes in. Science tells us a lot of things about energy these days: light, sound, the properties of crystals, all these things that we're wondering about are very, very valid, and we can trust it and use it. We can use all of our tools. I'm not that advanced yet that I don't like tools. I love my sage. I just picked this morning, sending wafting waves of fresh rosemary and sage to everybody. But I still like having my sage, and I love seeing the rosemary and the all the bees that come. And very shortly, the sage is going to bolt, and we'll have the bumblebees. It'll just be so pretty. And then we can just delight in all of these tools that we have and use, and all the food Paul's cooking, or when he's skiing or going and doing, or even those of us who aren't able to get around like we used to. I used to ski a lot. Never a diamond run girl, but I loved it. And I miss getting out there on top of a lift and just taking that deep breath and going for it. It's a beautiful thing. Good morning, Fatima. Lovely to see you here today. You bring a blessing with you. Everybody's got their own thing that their specialty is. Oh, Diana says she's getting a whole new colony. Our little one collapsed. Oh no. Well, they had a good life while they were here. So we just keep going and starting again. I think it's going to be fun. Hi, Alice. Great to see you here too. I'm just so happy. I think one of my goals in starting to do the meditation with holding your space is that we are continuing to hold space, and that the continuity from what each person who becomes involved in holding this meditative space in the morning is to invite all of us here to be together and enjoying one another's company and that support, and just knowing that if life is a wild adventure, there's one place we know we can go. I used to watch this show like crazy, okay? Like I've been doing this for a long time. And if I was too tired or I was caregiving for my dad, and I was just like, oh, I just need this energy. And I would just turn it on, and let it run. And I probably fell back asleep and don't remember half of it in my logical mind. Yeah, but it's always there. And I hope that we can keep it going because it seems to have a life of its own. I think that's fantastic. It's an energy builder. It's a resilience builder. That's what it is. I'm into resilience, building it for myself and helping others figure out how to build it. There's so many tools. No gatekeeping allowed. I think that the more we share and the more we feed off of one another and share our tools, share our knowledge, share what works for us, with the entertainment purposes only caveat, of course. Um, but I think it makes a big difference in our lives. It is. You're right, Teresa. You know, um, for many years, I've been doing lots of different things where I was just had to work out independently. And I sang a lot when I was a kid. And I was a nut. More pictures of me with my mouth open doing singing somewhere than anything else. So I was always out in front doing something, but it was always singing. So, you practice and whatever music you're doing, or if you had a solo, and musicians or anybody who does any public speaking, kind of knows the nerves and whatnot that happen. But it was something that I'd practiced for a long time. So getting up and doing the show is it's a whole new other can of worms, but I invite everybody to imagine themselves in the role of doing this because it really is leadership. And we might not think of ourselves as leaders, but these days, um, showing compassion and love and kindness, care, concern, offering, one casserole at a time, to your neighbors. If you get along with your neighbors, try to work on getting along with people. Um, and oh, self-love is the key. You got that? Bing, bing, bing. Here we go. We're going to celebrate that with my little drum I was just gifted. It's so fabulous. I love it. Self-love drum. Going to keep her in our prayers. Miss Kelly is going to do something daring today, and hopefully it all works out. Smooth and easy. That's what we'll visualize. Smooth, easy, things just going your way. I love that. Is everybody safe? Everybody warm? Everybody on the East Coast just got hammered, pummeled by snow and wind and waves and hoy. Good morning, Barbara Bergman. Oh, the snow. Oh my gosh. I saw a video because we love the TikTok sometimes. And this guy opened up his front door and was shoveling from the front door. Somebody was talking yesterday about trying to get their animal out. Was that you, Barbara? And to go to the bathroom and whatnot, but that's crazy. I wish you all the best. Oh yeah, this drum. What a sweet gift it was. One of my friends said, I have this drum. Do you want it? I'm like, you sure? I'm not going to say no. And this is an important part of resilience is when people of genuine heart, care, and uh, concern and are giving something to you, say yes, do it, allow it, because you never know. You might have some beautiful music that needs to come out of you. And sometimes you find that when you have some tools around, there might just be one thing that you need to do. The drum is fantastic, Carolina. It's so nice. I haven't spent a lot of time with it, but it's very sweet. And um, I was a musician back in the day and majored in music. If you can believe that, what a nut. My dad always wanted me to type. Well, everything requires that. So I said, no, I want to sing. I want to make music. And so it's beautiful. Stick with your music. Oh, and Annie Bear just posted this wonderful little babbling brooklet, and it plays on repeat. So, sometimes we have to set our mind, reset our instead of the jibber jabber in our heads. Okay, okay, we can replace it with something as fabulous as this babbling little brook, and it just repeats and repeats and repeats. Thank you very much. And it's like, oh, okay, that thought, that intrusive thought, that thing that worries us or whatever. Oh yeah, hey, Annie Bear is amazing. Um, Learning so much from her. I just love it. I'm so happy. And you know, um, the beautiful part is that we have so much to share. And this isn't a competition. Maybe a little bit ago we might have found ourselves thinking about, you know, things as a competition, but what it really is it's coalition. It's um it's a reignition of our own fire, like Kundalini rising, just your own fire rising up again so that you can really get through what you're going through personally and then what's going on around us. Can you hear that? The hawks are up this morning. They just started crying and flying by. Let me see if there's a name on the back of this. Um, I'll have to go and get the case for it, um, and then I can tell you what the name of the drum is. It's a very sweet little drum. Everybody's saying hello. Breakfast apple waffles. Have fun, you guys. Enjoy. We can't complete when we're being, let's see, what did you say, Teresa? We can't compete when we're being authentically ourselves. No, it's just from like this. There's a little wellspring. There's a little wellspring of you. And I think that somehow unlocking our access to whatever we may have blocked in our lives, that childlike sense of joy. I have a daughter that is just hilarious. She loves bees. She will rescue bees. Butterflies come to her. All of the animals. I don't have the animal ability she has. Me, I have a mute kitty that runs around the couches and hides in the windowsill. And she was taken by her mom into the creek when they were little, and I don't know what happened to her, but she's very mute kitty, but she's very demanding in her telepathic requests, feed me, let me out, whatnot. I've never seen anything like it. But uh, maybe one day I'll get me a puppy again. I'm looking forward to that one day. But my daughter, everywhere she goes, the goat, they ended up adopting a goat. She's fabulous. What a cute little buddy, except for she likes to buck a bit. But cats, all of the stray animals, I think that people dump up our dirt road. I swear, they come here because they know she's here. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know that Paul will ever lose his zest for life. I got a lust for life. Oh, did I say too much of that? Er, don't sing. If anybody has anybody else, let's see. Who do I have on the list? Let's see. We've got, oh my gosh, Sarah, Peter, la 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 la, Diana, Mary. I'm just going to leave everybody that was on before because, I think it's kind of nice to have people on the list for a little bit. We may have a procedure, we may have something going on, but the energy of it kind of, the coping, the doing, the moving forward, it still kind of lingers a little bit. Okay, I got to write that down. I got to remember to get the drum. And there's all kinds of drums, all kinds of tunings. Oh, Oxford Cat, I'll put you on. Oh, okay, Christine. I know lots of folks that want to keep their name private, and I've struggled with that. And I keep my personal business to the side, but anybody can find anybody, and in these days of information and everybody getting doxxed all over the place, it's like, just be yourself, be strong in yourself and who you are and what you're doing, and carry on. And I'm happy to um use whatever name anybody wants to be known as or identified as, because the energy is linked to whoever you are and what you're doing, I believe. South Florida, 53 and sunny. That sounds good. Our snow has melted, but it's absolutely gorgeous up in the high country. Go and look. Do yourself a favor. Go and look at the webcam for Yosemite. It is absolutely gorgeous up there. I, however, am not going when there's that much snow. Now, we all have four-wheel drives and, so we could deal with mud and snow should it occur, because sometimes we get slammed. You just never know. A lot of respect for people who choose to live in areas where there's a little bit of wild nature happening. Well, I guess almost anywhere now, but keeping yourself prepared, looking forward to the next season. Oh, we have Pisces people over here. Let's see. Leah mentioned a bunch of them. James Taylor, Quincy Jones, Lou Reed, one of my all-time faves. Chris Squire, Nancy Wilson. Yeah, we love them. And is it a different Liz or is it our Liz and Awe? Because I have her still. We always got her in here. We have quite the list, actually. I have never been to Mount Shasta, and I've heard many things. And of course, Dr. Gale is very aware of what's going on up there. Um, I have had encounters. Well, where I live, there are rumors of um, landing zones and work being done, and galactives have been seen, ships seen here. Um, I worked for a while, and my boss, get this, my boss would let me go to meditations because the only requirement was that I would tell her what we meditated about. Isn't that a hoot? I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do it, no problem. The rest of the staff were like, Why are you letting her take 10 extra minutes for lunch? Well, one time I had to get up and leave meditation early. It was pretty intense. This lady Helene, who's since passed, rest her little soul, or maybe not rest her soul. Maybe she's a busy little angel somewhere. But I got up to leave and I turned around and no joke, clear as a bell, I could see probably an 8 to 10 foot individual in blue robe with a big bowl like, breathing apparatus and a tall, like a tall white, and just sitting very still and perfect and looking straight ahead because she always put out extra chairs for visitors. Who knew? Um, that was a wild adventure. I don't even think I had the nerve to ask. I was like, holy cow, what is that? And then it was apparent that she was able to you know shift in between dimensions. I think somehow she was just open. And she was the first one who taught all of us about how hands-on healing works, and uh, for entertainment purposes only, of course. That, people have been doing hands-on healing for many years, and it's good to get certified and learn about what you're doing. And people, teach each other tricks of the trade, but always to be done with a good heart, good intent. And if you have any ill will and or negative things have transpired between a couple of people, don't work on people that are a conflict of interest for you. Keep your ethics on all the things that you do. Um, oh, and yes, recently, White Dragon, I've had recently an appearance of an extraterrestrial being, and I'm pointing to my right side, the left side. And uh so that was absolutely surprising. It's like it just came in and sat down with me, and it was like it had a sense of humor and was just looking at me like, hello there, thought packets. This is how I relate sometimes to the downloads, maybe, that people are talking about. We can download, some people could channel whole books, right? Paul Sillick and other people. Hello. And some prophets and things like that. Um, and then some people can channel, other people that have passed in a mediumship. There's quick phrases, meditations, all kinds of things going on. But when you connect with another soul, I really strongly believe that we get information. And my teacher called it a thought packet, which I thought was really good because then you have to unpack it. And it turns out that there's so much more when we're sensing what's going on and sensing. We walk into a room, there's all kinds of stuff going on, a store is somewhere, or people come into your space. You're automatically sensing. Well, we may be sensing all of the time, right? um, Having knowings, people that are able to check into the future timelines and have a predictive aspect to their awareness, remote viewing, all kinds of things like that. So right now, I think that it's a really great idea to keep ourselves grounded and in our meditative zone so that when we are confronted with or are having interesting, intriguing nudges and information come to us, that we can actually sit down and write it. I have a binder that that I just open up to the next page, and sometimes I put stickies in it and stuff like, oh, remember this, whatever. Dreams. Oh, you want to know what my sign is, girl? I am a big old Libra. Yes, it's true. Poor thing. She's a hot air balloon out of control. That's why I have to ground the heck out of myself. Let's see. White dragon. Mr. Violet Flame. He leaves it where he's needed, so call to him. Sometimes. Well, Saint Germain, the Violet Flame. It's such a fabulous thing, what is her name? Oh my gosh, Marby knows of her. Um, there's a wonderful gal who does meditation and channels. She works with the violet flame, the blue flame, Dwakul, how do you say his name? Well, I don't know everything. I'm not a wizard of all things, but I'll tell you what, using the violet flame, the blue flame, I think it's really important to have flames and then have our blue light that's coming in, blue flames, blue light, because it really helps. And as in this time where we are, the old world's burning off, the old, like how in the forest, you've got to have a fire burn through the chaparral and through the forest floor so that we can have fresh starts. The new trees, the seeds can burst and we can have the new growth going. I think we're kind of in one of those situations. Play the drum with the prayers today. Well, you never know. If I can concentrate enough to do that, I don't know if I'm tricky enough for that just yet. But I'll give it a shot. Let me hit that drum one more time. I think we might want to get ready to do a little bit of the meditation. Here's a little something for your nerves, Teresa. Let's go into a little bit of a meditative zone. Start to feel yourself relax. Breathe down into your body. Take a deep breath. Now with meditation and grounding and all these things, no gatekeeping. You do whatever you need to do, whatever your physical abilities or whatever you think you can do. If train your mind, like athletes do this all the time. They visualize what it is that they want to be able to do. They'll watch someone that can do this feat of acrobatics, say, for the beautiful skaters in the Olympics right now. Hats off to them. And people who are singers will listen to Kathleen Battle or Jesse Norman or some other opera singer or any other musician playing whatever instrument. And they'll just sit and open up and listen to that vibe and all the places that they might, a fingering on a guitar or piano or something. You might not be able to catch it quite as quickly and you'll stumble over something. So as with meditation and our spiritual work, give yourself the grace to sit back and allow yourself to open up and expand into the awareness where you can do the witnessing of someone else completing something that you long to be able to do. And then settle into it and just hear it and feel it and let your body say, yeah, you know what? I want to do that. We get a nudge because we want to do something. I wanted to sing opera so bad. Oh my God, it's just a force of, it's like being an internal gymnast. And I loved it like crazy. So I got to be able to sing some arias, but not enough to do the stage or whatever. But that was enough for my soul and my spirit and my whole being to go, ah, yes, I did it. I didn't have to do anything professional or anything, but it was just beautiful to feel that strength. So when you're learning something new, when you're grounding and you're checking it out and seeing what these spiritual things mean and how it can transform you, take another deep breath and allow yourself to visualize it. Feel that taproot. We're going in. Form. And if you need a carabiner to hook it to the center of the earth, go ahead and attach that, because that silly thing really helped me. I'm like, stay grounded, lady. And so visualize yourself going in, knowing that as you send your taproot down, you're gaining all of the minerals, the salts, the soil, the microbes, all of the things that are in the earth, the energy, the pure waters, what has been compressed for millennia in this tight ball. We're able to go through with just our imagination and the will of our intent. Go on in there. As if your root has an eye attached. That sounds crazy. We got carabiners and we got our sensory stuff all going on. Pick up everything you need on the way. And when you get down there, hook it up. Let yourself stay grounded, especially right now. Many changes are happening. Let your fear leave it in the center of the earth, because the earth is always churning and moving, and waters are flowing, and the creatures and the critters and the galactics are all moving and doing. We are in a full on movement situation from the inside out. Good morning, Marby. And so what we're doing then, after we're good and connected in, is to come back up, leave behind everything that you don't want to bring out into the world with you. Just let it go. I think that our spirit knows what we need to leave behind, and our body, mind, and spirit may be more ready to let go than we think we are. So let it all go. Leave it in the dirt. Let it be buried there and worked with by all those beings, all of the dirt and the crunching of the rocks together and everything that transmutes inside the earth. And as you bring that up, we're gathering light and that energy of transmutation, so that as we come out, back out into the earth's atmosphere, outside of the earth, we can go and do whatever it is that we need to do today. If we need to open up to allow loved ones that have passed to be close to us and to feel them close without doubt, allow it. My father just popped up on my Facebook and his hand was out and he was saying hi and waving. And I noticed something I'd never noticed before. He had the M on his hand. I was like, oh, Dad, yeah. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. So let everybody be with you. Know that all of the people that are hanging out with you, your team, your loved ones, are really there. Allow them to come and be with you, be in your room. Feel this with a certainty. I was given a beautiful reading, and the person who read me is just lovely. She said, there are relatives here that you don't even know. As I asked her to read my cousin on the other side, she said, please know there is love for you here. People that you don't know that are your relatives in your lineage that are here for you. So while we're grounding in and bringing this energy up, open up to the possibility and visualize to really trust it. Not that we can make anything happen better or more than ever before, but know you're loved. Know that you are loved. And this is not some corny baloney. It's a real deal. Look at this. Isn't it pretty? Just love it. Allow yourself to feel that love. Oh, put these rocks right here on your little heart and your high heart. Know this deep love rooted here on this planet, and our high heart, where I believe we are connected into the universal love, the galactic love, the multidimensional, multiverse love. It's all here for us. Now we're going into a higher level. If we need to break through the Earth's atmosphere and to go and ask for divine confirmation, will I be okay? Will this happen? Whatever you need to know, and allow your answers to come to you so you can feel your sovereignty, your spiritual sovereignty, to trust your instincts, to trust your own guides, your own team of loved ones. How important is this? It's something I'm only just learning, and I'm 67 years old. What does time mean? In the vast expanse of space, in the time-space continuum, we can be here in these meditations. We can see the masters. We can open ourselves up to receiving information from wherever we need it, and then make our own decision how we're going to bring that out into the world and how we can be of service. There is nothing more important for us to be than in a state of love with our boundaries, in the state of real love. That's respect for ourselves, respect for others. Love comes with many components and many layers, and a sense of safety and sovereignty to yourself. And so I think that once we are able to do that, ground deeply and go out and bring that light and that energy. So let's do that now. I can just see this white light coming through in both ways, both from inner and outer. How many traditions call four directions? Inner, outer, mother, father, and to the self. Bring in that light. There was a fella on Instagram yesterday. I just love him to bits. And he says, I love you. Don't make it weird. But I love you. It's just love. It's the galactic love. It's the God space love. It's the high heart love. It's the infinity of love. Bring that into your heart and know that you're loved, and allow all those places just by your own imagination and drawing in all that love. Allow healing for yourself and for others, for the planet, for the time that we're in. Hold on to your love. Oh, I feel a song coming on. In Vogue, I don't know. Um, and while we're in there, ask for a gift. Ask for something special and new that you never imagined that you might need, that's beautiful and sweet and kind and beneficial, only good and beneficial to be drawn from below and above into your heart to soothe your heart. I don't know, you might have guessed I'm kind of a heart person. We heal our hearts. We heal so many things. And then we contribute to that base of resilience, that foundation of resilience. And we can count on knowing that every time we go into this kind of a meditation, that we can go in and go, back to my love space. The mind chatter isn't always about love. Love and light shine out over all things that are confusing and muddy. Where light exists, darkness cannot. I've got a big ring light up on here, this table. Underneath it, there's no light because it can't see it. So, with that, thank yourself, thank the universe, thank all of you. I thank all of you and anyone else who comes in for being here in this space between the inner and the outer and into our hearts. It's a sacred space. It's a sovereign, sacred place. Mother Earth is a sovereign, sacred place. All who dwell on her honor our Mother Earth. So let's set that up as a focus for resilience for everyone that we're praying for. And let's do that right now. And I send special prayers for these areas, our war-torn nations, our shockingly surprising things when we you can't imagine what people will conjure to do for control. You can't control love and you can't control that energy. Welcome everybody that came in. If anybody needs somebody added to the prayer list, I'm going to do that right now. While we've built this energy up, I'm going to pray first for Terry and her family, her brother Michael, her son, and her relatives, and Phil continued healing for his heart surgery. I'm going to pray for Kelly Healer and her family, bunch of sweethearts, and Allie and Keith, and Marion and Dave, Diana, the oil painter, the beekeeper extraordinaire, many things she does, and our Kelly Bach for her infusion. May there be no confusion about her infusion. May it go well and be just the thing that she needs, just what the doctor ordered. Patricia for Christine, oil, Oxford cat. Oops. Michelle for her migraine. For Peter, bless you, Peter. For Sarah and all things that she needs in her life. For Carrie and lung situation. And for Judith. Hello, Judith. You made it just in time. Here's a prayer for you. Swish. For Liz. Liz in awe. for Mary, for Fatima and her family. For Jennifer, for Paul and his family, and little Holly. Rosie, cute little Rosie and Annie Bear and her family. We have one for Maggie. Anybody else that I missed? Teresa and her mom. Teresa and her family and her life. And especially a general prayer for peace and love in the world. Oh, yes, I put you on the list, Patricia. We kind of already went through most of the meditation, but we'll just see what we do about that. And the last part is a general prayer. And I would like to do an energy ball for this. So since we've been all the way to the center of the earth and we've been all the way to the vast expanse and we have a bubble around us of protection, visualize that. Now, between your hands, get your energy ball going. Feel that energy bouncing back and forth between your hands. Doesn't take long. So many experienced healers and seers and doers here, people that do good works. Build that energy ball right here in your hand so that we have a more tangible sense of what it is that we're working with here in this energy between your hands. And as you build up that natural energy, imagine that we have the spirit of earth between our hands. Not just a solid ball that looks blue and green from space with clouds, our little garden planet. But the energy, the spirit of the earth. And with that, we infuse that high heart, like bring that ball right up by your heart and allow that heart chakra to open up and give that blast to the earth. And know this is the light that you can see from space. This is just a bunch of folks from all over the place just gathering right here to give light to the love to the earth. It's beautiful. I love it. It is a precious and beautiful thing. Our crystalline light given to the crystalline nature of the earth. And it's spinning and it's beautiful and it's regulating and she's happy. Let's make the Mother Earth happy. And all of the different agencies, entities, everyone wakes up and says, oh, something shifted. We're going to build something new. People have been saying the Lord's Prayer for years. People have been praying for peace for a long time. And if this is the time for us to do it, here it is within our grasp, a crystalline ball of the energy of the earth. My hands are buzzing. Now, as that energy dissipates, the energy itself tells us that this moment is almost done. Thank you, Mother Earth, for being with us and allowing us to share our energy and put our energy into your etheric body. Rub your hands together. Know that this energy will be here always for us to access at any time. At any time that you need to feel that deep connection with the soul of the planet, the spirit of planet, the crystalline nature of all that is. That's not just us. I don't even know if they know how many universes, how many planets, how many stars. This is a vast expanse. Now bring yourself all the way in. Start to move around. Rub your knees, wiggle your toes. Take another deep breath. Get yourself back into your space here. I want to thank everyone for being here today, for holding this space, for each other, for whoever comes in to hold the space, that we can all do that together and make it happen together. This is a precious time. I love that. Love and peace and grace to all. Oh, you're a blessing, Teresa. You're all a blessing to me. It's so different, I have to tell you. It's so different from being a person who's been in the group for a long time to being here and feeling all this energy together like this. It is absolutely a true blessing. And I hope that we can all get through these next few days. Tomorrow, Annie Bear will be back at 7. And she'll be doing her beautiful meditations and her loving support that she offers. I love that. Big belly laughs. We could use those. I had a great belly laugh yesterday. Should I tell you? It was adorable. My son works with kids, and he's a big old native kid, and he's got black hair, dark eyes, and whatnot. You don't even think he's mine. And so he comes in from work, and I said, so how did the kids do? Because he's got from 4-year-olds up into like junior high at his school, because it's a little K through 8 situation. And the little kids are like, who are you? And his name is Sam. And he says, well, my name is Ham. I am Sam's twin. And the kids are just like, well, where's Sam? He said, oh, well, he'll be back soon. But it was so funny the way the kids reacted to him and whatnot. And silly little things like that just make my day. Ooh, Sharon Foster, get out there and go look for some hearts. You'll probably find rocks. Who knows? They're everywhere. Oh, and let's see. Hi, Jen. So happy that you came in. Um, Swish prayers for you too. Let's see. Who else came in here? Well, much love to everybody. We've just got a couple more minutes before we hit the hour. But everybody stay safe and warm. Ask for help if you need it. Somebody's walking around and you need somebody to shovel. It could take a 16-year-old a few minutes to just do it. And if you don't have money, just tell them you'll make them cookies later or something. People love to help. Take care, you wonderful, sweet people. And we'll see you again soon. Blessings, and may the force be with you. Bye-bye.